Alpha Phi Alpha, Alpha Kappa Alpha, Kappa Alpha Psi, Omega Psi Phi, Delta Sigma Theta, Phi Beta Sigma, Zeta Phi Beta, Sigma Gamma Rho, Iota Phi Theta. Hi, I'm Eric, and welcome to Greekly Speaking. Our guest for this episode is Jonathan Eric McCoy Jr., who is a senior at DeSoto High School in DeSoto, Texas. He's also a member of the Sigma Beta Club, sponsored by the Theta Mu Sigma chapter in Dallas, Texas. Jonathan has been a member of the Sigma Beta Club since 2009, where he actually became a charter member. He also enjoys volunteering and is a member of the Visiting Nurses Association Meals on Wheels Team Board. At DeSoto High School, he's a member of the DeSoto Eagles Marching Band. Please welcome to Greekly Speaking, Jonathan Eric McCoy Jr. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good.
Hey man, you got a nice little resume so far, man. This is a nice little background to read. I was a little impressed, man. How you feel about that?
I feel good.
So let me just tell you, as somebody who's a couple of years older than you, when people read information about you, this is the kind of information that you want them to read, okay? You just keep adding that type of information, man, and people are gonna be excited about the opportunity to meet you. And you also hold the honor of being the first Greek affiliate auxiliary association member as part of the Sigma Beta Club on Greekly Speaking, man. So, hey, hats off to you, man. I was told about some information regarding a recent voting experience that you had that is actually kind of going viral in certain channels. And I just said, I got to reach out and meet this young man and see what makes him tick a little bit, man. So DeSoto High School, how's that experience been for you so far?
It's been good. It's been interesting.
Okay, and so how long have you been in the band?
I've been in the band since my freshman year
Really? What do you play?
in the percussion section.
Percussion. Okay. So are you planning on doing anything with that after high school?
No, after high school, I wanted to do digital media and graphic design.
That is awesome. So you know a little bit about the computer stuff, huh?
Yes.
That's cool, man. So what made you interested in becoming part of the Sigma Beta Club?
I don't really remember when I was younger. I don't remember what got me interested. It was like almost 10 years ago, so I can't really recall.
How's that experience been for you?
It's been good. I enjoy the volunteer work that we do. I've made a few friends through it.
You guys are pretty active in the Dallas area, I take it.
Yes.
Okay. So what are some of your favorite activities as part of that organization?
Um, when we feed the homeless down in the Dallas area, where we go to feed the homeless every year around Christmas time, then sometimes we go help with the March of Dimes. I like doing that too, handing out water to people who run.
That is fantastic, man. What's the feeling when you participate in some of these community service events? What's your main takeaway from participating in that type of activity?
It just feels good to help people.
I don't think you need to add anything else to that, man. That's really what it's about, because in any given moment you could be in a position where you actually need that help. So it's good to participate, man, kind of pay it forward. And I commend you and your support structure for allowing you the opportunity to participate. Did you have any Greek influences in your family coming up?
Only my mom and my aunt. My aunt is a Delta. My mom's a Zeta.
Zeta and the Delta. Oh, wow. Okay. So you know a little bit about the Greek thing. So wait a minute now. So how do they get along? Everything okay? What?
They good. They get along pretty well.
Okay, okay. It's always some friendly ribbing that takes place sometimes when it's in the family. I know how that goes, trust me. Well, that is awesome. That's fantastic, man. So after high school, you said you wanted to get into the digital media. Did you have any idea of where some of your college choices may be?
I've only picked two so far. One is Prairie View A&M University and UT Arlington, where my mom went.
So as long as you're doing something positive and trying to enhance that academic career, man, I have a feeling you're going to do pretty well. And we can't wait to hear how that turns out for you, man. But so, as we said in the intro, I was made aware of a first time voting experience for you. So, you just turned 18 recently, what, October, correct?
Yes,
And you decided that you wanted to participate in this election. So, why did you feel like that was an important thing for you to do?
it was an important year. This year, everyone's votes mattered in trying to get elect someone that wants to be president, like actually wants change, actual equality and fairness.
Well, that's cool, man, because as we always say, if you're not participating in the process, you can't really complain about the problems, right? So what was that feeling like when you actually cast your ballots and came out of the polls?
It felt good. It felt like I actually participated in making change.
What advice would you give to other young people, especially anyone that says, my votes don't matter anyway, or maybe I don't need to worry about all that, or it doesn't apply to me. What would your response be?
My responsibility is that your vote does matter. As we see this year, everyone was tired of the past 4 years. Everyone got their minds changed. They thought about it. They knew their voice was going to matter this year. So I would just say, go out and vote if you want change. Just you gotta participate in the change.
Hey, you mind if I put that on my T-shirt, man? I love that. Sounds like you might be ready to run for office, man. You let me know so I can work on your campaign too, because number one, it's about being aware of the social climate in your community, and you seem like you have a finger on the pulse of what's going on in that Dallas area. Usually, I have 5 or 6 hours of advice for young people, but man, only thing I can tell you is just keep doing what you're doing, and I think you're a great example that younger high schoolers and middle schoolers can actually look up to and say, hey, look, this young guy is doing something positive. And, here on Greekly Speaking, that's really what it's all about, promoting that positive. There's so much negativity and negative influences in the media now. And I think it's important to see people who look like us and share our perspectives speaking out on the things that affect them and impact them. So I challenge you to just keep being you, man. And other than that choice of your basketball team, man, I think you're a pretty good kid, man. We got to work on that. But hey, so what advice would you give any young man or young woman in high school that's considering going to college or participating in some of these community service events? What advice would you give them?
I say when going through high school, if you don't know what you're gonna do, like when you get out, probably try a little bit of everything. Before I decided to pursue digital media in elementary school, I wanted to be an engineer, but then I realized because when me and my mom used to go on vacation, I would take good pictures, and it just felt easy. If I had a good eye, so I just rethought, like, and told myself I wanted to do digital media.
Well, I can tell you this, if this is something that you're serious about pursuing, man, we always have a need for that talent at Eric Media. We're dealing with that all the time, and we'd love to be able to offer you an opportunity to gain some real industry experience, okay? And if there's anything that we can do to help you or your Sigma Beta members down in Dallas, promote some of the positive activities going on, don't hesitate to reach out to us, okay?
Okay.
Hey, man, I appreciate you spending a couple of minutes to talk to us on Greekly Speaking. And hey, let us know, like I said, if there's anything we can do to help you out in the future. But let me know when you start running for president, man, so we can go out and stroll to the polls and get you in that White House, okay?
All right.
All right, take care. Jonathan Eric McCoy, senior, DeSoto High School in DeSoto, Texas. Pleasure talking to you, young man.